we like to just go back and revisit. So a year ago at this time, and more specifically, a couple weeks later, at what matters when you market for, our grower event last year, in the third Wednesday in January, we talked about in our market outlook what's most probable for 2023. Again, this was the slide and what we talked about at that meeting. Normal seasonal pattern, which means sideways in the winter, early summer rally, steady decline into harvest. What we would call a normal seasonal pattern. Limited downside through the winter, strong crop insurance prices, early summer highs, a major rally, unlikely, much lower by harvest, but not as extreme as 2013. So how does that look? I tell you what, you would be hard pressed to write as accurate a recap of 2023 after all that happened as we laid out here in January. So if you look, let me sort through my jumble of charts here. So here's D's 23 corn, the orange chart. We talked about high crop insurance price was record high, all-time high. We talked about not much downside through the winter. You stayed up in this same range here. This is, we were around $6 when we were talking about this, and you stayed there all the way through the end of February. We talked about summer rally, but not extreme. 628 was your daily high close. That's versus 612 at the end of the year, so not even a 3% rally. We talked about a decline into harvest, and we talked about it wouldn't be as extreme as 2013. In 2013, you went off the board at 415, went off at 461 and 3/4 this year. So again, could not have had much more accurate of a setting forth of what would happen before any of it actually happened here. Parallel to that, we also, just worth reminding again, that summer rally, 100% sell signal, and in the commentary 2 days later, reaffirmed we think this is the marketing year high. So a lot of new subscribers over the last 3-4 months that didn't necessarily see all this play out, see us talk about it all winter, etc. Just restating here, these broader, we don't spend a lot of time just needlessly going over every minute piece of fundamental data in the markets. It's a broad theme, and we revisit that theme from week to week, but it's proved highly accurate. If you took our outlook in January and had that in your mindset, I'm looking for a modest rally from the winter highs in the early summer, and you paired that with our price signals, and you came alongside, these sell signals in early summer when the market had made this rally, you would have had nothing more to it, and you could have had a very successful marketing year. So that's, we don't recap all this necessarily just to take a victory lap on a year where our insight fared well, but just to reaffirm for everyone, just pay attention to this stuff, that this process, our track record, what we think happens here tends to be well supported by what actually happens. So that's how 23 went. Would be tough to do better than that in 24 as far as our thoughts, but we're going to try. So